the border is so out of control right now. We've never seen anything like it. And it's bizarre for this leadership and that secretary who knows better to claim that they have a controlled border. It's bizarre. I can't understand. I don't have the imagination that allows him to say that this problem is being handled. The beginning of this administration, they refused to call it a crisis. It's much, much worse now, with over 212,000 encounters last month. And then they pretend that what they're doing is working. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a mid-major metropolitan area every single month that's coming into this country. I also want to take a look at this clip from Mayorkas today, repeating his claim that the administration is successfully handling or mitigating the border crisis. Here he is.
Yet we have effectively managed an unprecedented number of non-citizens seeking to enter the United States and interdicted more drugs and disrupted more smuggling operations than ever before. A significant increase in migrant encounters will strain our system even further.
Again, how could he use the word effectively and expect any of us to take him seriously?
He's asking us not to believe our own eyes. He's asking us not to look at the numbers that were released through court filings last week or a couple of weeks ago, 200 and some thousand in March alone. Every month of this administration, we've had higher and higher counts of encounters. We saw in Del Rio, Texas, tens of thousands of Haitian illegal immigrants cross the border illegally and squat on the river's edge. He wants us not to believe what we see in our own eyes. Effectively managing this problem would mean that they were bringing forth solutions and they were outlining policy statements and they were trying to put back in order what they had when they took over in this administration. They've done none of those things. And in fact, every chance they've gotten to say something about what's going on at the border or what happens as it relates to immigration enforcement, they've refused to support the rule of law. They've allowed this to continue, and they've sent a signal around the globe that if you come to the United States border, you're likely not to be encountered by Border Patrol. And many of the people who are encountered are being released, which thereby gives them an incentive to send for their relatives, to ask for more people, and to encourage others to come to the border.
You know, I haven't been able to watch the whole thing today. I'm not sure if he mentioned it, but yesterday Mayorkas failed to mention the drowning death of that Texas National Guardsman, Bishop Evans. You know, we didn't see the White House issue a statement talking about this either. Pretty classless of them to do so this way.
They've been derelict in their duty to control and effectively put policies in place to control that border. The Specialist Evans, our condolences to his family and his friends and his fellow soldiers. They've been derelict in recognizing his sacrifice to the country. He didn't ask for that assignment. He was given that assignment by the state. And he was only there because this government has failed in its responsibility to help control that border. The state of Texas has had to step up in its absence, and he paid the ultimate price to serve us all.
You think if he does not resign and Republicans do take back control of the Congress, do you think he'll be impeached?
I think it's quite likely. There is laws on the books that require immigration agents, upon encountering someone who's in the country without inspection or here illegally, for them to take them into custody and put them into docket control. This administration and this secretary has put out priorities for ICE immigration enforcement. They've told the world that they don't want to deport people who are just here illegally. That's a violation of the law. An individual should not have to make that decision from the top down. Those are individual decisions that are made in the field, and this administration is flouting their ability to disregard immigration law, and you can see it by the incentives. You can see it by the flow at that border each and every day.
Former Acting Border Patrol Chief Ron Vitiello, great to see you, sir, and thank you for your insight.
Thank you.